Hello and welcome back to my channel, Charmed Intuition Tarot. Welcome if you're new. My name is Liz. Today we are looking at the month of January 2026, so I'm very excited to dive in. We got a lot of information. As you can probably tell if you're used to my videos, I'm not at home. I'm at my boyfriend's and I've kind of got a little setup here, and that's not the only thing that's different today because I actually did something sort of new. This is actually a dishcloth, and this is what we're going to be casting charms on. So you'll see what I do with these once we get to your group. But yeah, we're just doing an in-depth look into January, seeing what might, come up, different things that might happen. And I'm really excited to hear what you think. A lot of this might make more sense as the month progresses. Keep that in mind too, and definitely come back and update me if you have any stories after, or if anything ends up making sense. I always love your updates. So I'll show you what we have. We've got 3 choices today. We've got the coffee card for group 1 with the keywords energy and motivation. Okay. Group 2, we have cinnamon, warmth and protection. And for group 3, we have cat, curiosity and awareness. So whichever image, word, keyword, number 1, 2, 3, whichever you feel drawn to, that will be your messages for the month of January. And we'll take a deep breath, give you a little bit more time. Pause the video if you need more time. There's no rush at all. And please remember, have fun with my readings. My readings are meant for entertainment, but I do hope that there is a message today that resonates and makes sense. Like I said, definitely come back and update me. I always love that. And yeah, we will jump into it. If you do enjoy me or my readings and you want to check out my cozy community over on Patreon and memberships, every week I upload a special video just for Patreon and members. So that will be linked below if you want to check that out. And yeah, let's jump into it. I will put the timestamps below. We'll start with group number 1. Hello, group 1. If you chose the coffee card, then this is your messages for January. Let's see what is in store for you for the month ahead. Today's reading is a little bit different, partially because I'm not at home. I'm at my boyfriend's right now, so I've kind of got a little spot set up here for when I'm here to read, but I didn't bring the tray, but I do have something new. I thought we would do sort of a charm focused reading today. I have this dish, it's actually a dish towel, but I thought when I saw it, and I saw this like a while ago, and I knew what I thought I would use it for, but I didn't buy it. And then finally I just saw it again. I'm like, okay, I'm buying this. So I thought that this would be a really fantastic charm casting mat. So that's what we're going to use it for today. So stay tuned for that. I'll kind of explain more of like how it works, but all of these images are going to represent different areas of life or different themes. So we'll see what the charms come up with. So first we'll look at your cards and get your main themes for the month. Now you chose coffee, so energy, motivation. So I feel like because you saw this card, you knew what the keywords were. This might be the energy you're trying to kind of go into the new year with, where you're feeling already very energized or motivated for something in the new year to tackle your goals, to make things happen. So I feel like in January, either you're already approaching the month with a lot of energy and motivation, or something's happening that's giving you this like little boost. I got my coffee here. There's sort of like a feeling of like a wake-up call, or just something giving you that motivation, that push to kind of get something started. Also, I just noticed there's 3 spoons there, so there's almost like 3 of Cups energy with this card right now. So this could represent that you are doing something more social in January, or there's something to do with a group setting that is giving you this motivation. So definitely let me know. Come back and update me if that is the case. But let's look at your main themes of the month. We've got a tarot card of the month as well as some oracle cards. I've also got this brand new tarot deck that I got for Christmas. This was actually from my boyfriend's son and his girlfriend, and they picked this out for me. And they were saying how like they were holding it and it started to feel warm, so they knew that was the right one, which was so interesting. I could not believe when I opened it, because I had this, like, this was the tarot card I had been wanting to purchase. Like, this is the one I've been wanting. And I was planning on buying it, but I'm glad I didn't, because this was such a surprise. So we'll definitely shuffle maybe from here if we have any questions, but I do have a special reading I want to kind of save this for. And that's the Tempest Tarot deck. So excited about that. But let's look at your themes for the month and see what is going on. We've got letters, of course, and then we'll do the special charm casting session at the end. Okay, so group 1, number 34, a leg up. So in January, you could be getting a little bit of a boost or some help. This to me is just like that extra boost or assistance. either from the universe or somebody in your life. You've got the So card, so planning, setting intentions, optimism. I thought that this made a lot of sense with the Coffee card. Like, I feel like you're ready to get something started. You might be setting certain intentions in January or just starting something new. A lot of this might be sort of beneath the surface too. You might not have even have told anyone about it yet, but you're definitely excited about it or feeling energetic about it in January. And it could be something that you're just currently planning or trying to figure out. Your tarot card of the month, you've got Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. So a lot of what this is about could be focused around work or finances. Either way, I just feel like you've got some big goals, possibly even creative goals. I think you're trying, I just got something came through. You're trying to get control of your finances or resources in 2026. So this could be part of the goal. You could also be receiving some sort of financial boost or assistance of some kind. But we'll get more into that. Let's see what your tea leaf cards are. Okay, so you've got the Misunderstanding card, Ear, good news, and Discord among friends or family with the mice. Okay, so when I saw these two, I feel personally like these two must be connected. Doesn't have to be, but I'm sensing that it is. So I think that there's some sort of misunderstanding possible in January, or it's already happened, which could be causing some conflict or tension between some friends or within your family. This card, I always feel like it doesn't even necessarily have to do with you. This could be something that you're just watching take place or hearing about. Okay, so this doesn't mean that you're, going to be arguing with anyone in January, but whatever the case may be, whatever this ends up being, it's based on a misunderstanding. So for you, if you want to kind of take this reading as a way to prevent this from happening, as far as you're concerned, I would just be very clear in communication. Ask for clarification. If you're confused about something, make sure you've double checked any communication, emails, things like that. Just being very clear in communication, being thoughtful about how you say things could avoid this entirely if it has to do with you. If it doesn't, I don't think it's avoidable, unfortunately. But the good news is, if that's what this is about, this conflict, things can be clarified, right? Sometimes all it takes is just oh, okay, I didn't know that's what you meant, or however this unfolds. So there's possibility for a misunderstanding in January, but that's just, that just comes with relationships. It's kind of unavoidable. It's going to happen at some point. So by watching this reading, you've got a little bit of a heads up, okay? So you can avoid this or at least kind of understand where it's coming from. You've also got good news, and I kind of wonder if this has to do with the leg up card. So there's some sort of assistance or boost coming in, and this could be part of what this good news is. But either way, you've got some good news coming in January. So definitely stay tuned for that, is what I'm getting to tell you. I'm getting stay tuned. There's some good news. So yeah, I'm getting to tell you to be ready for this. Whatever this good news is, be ready. It might be sort of surprising when it happens. Okay, it might be a little bit really? Are you sure? There's something like that coming through. Are you sure that's happening? Let's get you a card from this deck just for fun. Let's kind of see if we can find out what this good news might be about. I thought we'd bring out this deck as a clarifier deck. Okay, so what is this good news about? I feel like whatever this boost is, this leg up card, could also be part of what's contributing to this motivation and energy. Sometimes something will happen that just gives you that little boost you needed. Okay, what is this good news about? Six of Swords. So something's improving. Okay, so something is going in a better direction. This is something that at one point really wasn't going smoothly or was very difficult, right? So this is really helping clarify it, because it's just telling me that this good news is something you're past the worst of it, or it's going in a better direction. Something is over, or something is starting to change for the better. Okay, it's going in a better direction. This could also have to do with the leg up card. Oftentimes when you see Six of Swords, you see someone sort of steering the boat and you see two other people sitting there. So I always sort of take it as that person who's kind of guiding you out of the situation. So this could also be partially what the leg up card is about, but I'm noticing this is a big cave, and then there's this opening out into it just feels almost like a relief, there's this way out of a situation is what I'm getting from this. Yeah, I love that. Actually, yeah, this card's giving me a very strong sense of relief. That's beautiful. Let's try and find out what this discord or argument or misunderstanding is about. What is this misunderstanding about? Because this might even give you more information as to like how to avoid this. So group 1, what is this misunderstanding about? 9 of Swords and 2 of Cups. Okay, so it's based on a relationship. It could be to do with love. Someone's feeling very anxious. Someone's feeling very worried about something. This misunderstanding could also be something that someone's sort of imagining or creating, building up in their head, right? I've done it. I'm sure you've done it. We've all done it. So something's happening to do with a friendship, relationship, partnership, and it's sort of turned into something that that isn't necessarily accurate based on fears or again, maybe something that is miscommunicated or worries that are sort of being built up. And I think one way to kind of help prevent this worry is clear communication. So, you know, if you're worried about a relationship or something to do with a relationship, or maybe I'm just getting someone's loyalty, maybe just like talk about it. Honestly is what I'm getting. Talk about it. Be very open in the month of January. Yeah, that's interesting. So that's a clue as to what the misunderstanding is about, or the discord. If this has nothing to do with your relationship, it's just giving you a clue that this has to do with 2 people specifically. Okay, so there's 2 people, either these 2 people are arguing, or what the discord is about, it has to do with love or a relationship. Okay, so there's a clue. It doesn't necessarily tell you how to solve it, but at least you've got some more information. Okay, let's move to charms. These are the themes of the month, but I did want to save some time for this charm thing that I'm trying. Ordinarily, I might try this on its own in a separate video, but I figured why not? Let's just have some fun. When I'm here at my boyfriend's, I feel just like I'm very relaxed when I do my readings here, and I'm noticing that I really want to change my desk at home because it's not close enough. Like, I was editing the last video I filmed here, and it was like nice and close, right? Like you can really see the charms. My desk at home is a little bit lower, and I know I can adjust the camera, but it's just the way the desk is. It's just it's harder to get a closer view. So this is just really nice. All right, so I have a sip of my coffee. Maybe you chose this group because you love coffee. Okay, group 1. Got your charms. So if you're new here by chance, we're going to cast some of these charms. All of these charms have different meanings and symbolism that I read intuitively, and depending on sort of what they fall with. Oop, there's a snowflake in here. It's not supposed to be here. That was from a reading. But then we've got this little casting mat here, or dishcloth. So all of these have different symbolism. So we're going to see what charm lands where, and I'll interpret a message based on that. I'm seeing you as like you've got a lot of big things planned for 2026. I think a good thing for you with your intention card, your soul card, is a vision board. If you haven't done that before, or if you haven't done it yet, January, that could be something that you're working on. Maybe something you're doing with friends. I didn't know that key was in there either. You know what I think happened? I think I took out some items for this reading when I was packing up my stuff, like for the tops of the piles, and then I forgot about it because I used the cards instead. So there's some fun items that I didn't expect in here. Okay, so I hope you can see. I'll lift everything up and show you. Okay, so let's start with this area here. Now for this, I'm going to definitely kind of read intuitively based on like what falls out with what. So the teapot can have to do with friendship. It can have to do with like warmth and comfort. You also have the mirror on it, okay? So I'm seeing you doing a lot of self-reflecting in January. That could be why you're setting these intentions, or why you're setting these goals, or what's sort of giving you this energy or motivation, and some reflection. You could also be reflective about what has improved or what is getting better. as well. So there's definitely lots of self-reflection happening. You've got the key and the glasses, which I think is very interesting because this is coming through as clarity, okay? So clarity or an answer. Keys to me represent a yes, a way forward, a solution. So because you have it literally attached to the glasses, this is telling me that you're seeing a solution very clearly, or you've got an answer. It's a very clear answer. So if you've been waiting for a certain answer, if something's been confusing, I'm getting that you're getting your answer. It says keep an ear open at work, an opportunity may come up. So yeah, listen to especially gossip at work. Okay, you might hear of something that happens or is coming up. Okay, so that could be sort of with this ear, like just sort of pay attention because I think there's an opportunity coming up that this might give you a little bit of a boost or some help as well. So some sort of opportunity. You've got ticket to happiness. So this too talks about a limited time or a limited offer or something that's just sort of special. It's unique. There's a limited number of people who can participate or go or watch or whatever this is talking about. And this is going to make you very happy. Over here on the postage stamp, and this is I forget the name of it. It's seed, a helicopter, I think it's called. But you've got luck, okay? So something lucky is happening. This could have to do with something, oh yeah, intention, something you're sending out, okay? So something you're sending out with the postage stamp is lucky. It's got luck tied to it or luck connected to it. You've got the cinema ticket. So you've got two tickets here. Look, you've got the ticket on the board. You've got this ticket too. So this could have to do with something musical as well, or you're going to attend something musical with the cinema admit one. So maybe there's something like a concert you're going to in January. My boyfriend must have forgotten his phone. His phone just went off. I just heard a beep. So maybe there's something about a message. Okay, a message coming in to do with music or an invite or something exciting. Secret garden. I don't know if I moved this. I don't think I did. I'll have to be careful not to move things when I'm reading. Someone thinks you're wonderfully mysterious. Secret garden. Okay, so someone wants to get to know you. This could be connected to this as well. I'm just noticing the two keys. So someone thinks you're wonderfully mysterious. Someone wants to know more about you. Someone's curious about you, or they might have a crush on you. So definitely, yeah, come back and let me know what happens with that. Over here on this little bottle, 17 is connected to the star card. So I think that's kind of cool. You've got the candle. So that's making me think of Make-A-Wish with the star and the candle. So if your birthday is in January or coming up, around this time, happy birthday. But this is really making me think of Make-A-Wish because it's number 17 and you've got the candle. You've also got the little bear. Bears make me think of hibernation, and actually bears actually make me think a lot of times of the Queen of Pentacles. So you're getting strong Queen of Pentacles energy. I'm seeing you very, very protective of your home, or very just focused around your home, okay? The coziness, you might be redecorating or making things feel a little bit more cozy in January. Over here, we've got some communication coming in. Let's find out what it's about. You've got task, okay? So there's some sort of task, and you've got the moon and the dragon. You've also got the moon up here as well. This was making me think of intuitive energy, but you've got the dragon. This is like actually maybe I said that for a reason. It's usually King of Wands energy. So you're getting King of Wands energy, communication, and task. So some sort of King of Wands person in your life, or this energy, you're feeling very motivated, very energized. To me, the King of Wands is like the most motivating card in the deck, personally for me. They set out their intentions. They go big or they go home. They create a plan or a strategy and they make it happen, okay? And they're very adaptable. They're very... what's the word I'm looking for? Like, if a problem pops up, they're going to figure it out, right? They don't get discouraged too easily. Like, they're very much a leader. You've got task too. So there's some sort of communication coming in about a task. Some sort of communication is coming in regards to a task that either you need to complete or something that's getting completed. Not entirely sure. You'll have to let me know if you want, of course. But overall, honestly, group one, I think your month is great. The only challenge standing out to me right now is this misunderstanding. But overall, I'm getting the sense, based on the Six of Swords card that we pulled, in clarification as to like what does this help? Something's improving, okay? Or what this good news was, that's what it was. So something's improving, something's getting easier. You're definitely in sort of like a transition period of something going on in your life. But the good news is that you're on your way out of a situation. So group one, let me know what you think. If you enjoy this, I can definitely keep this as like a regular thing that we rotate in my readings. I love it already. That was my first time using it, and I feel very connected to it already. Like, I understand it. So yeah, if you enjoy it, let me know. And it just sort of goes to show you can kind of use anything. Oh, I realized you couldn't see down here. There was like a little dandelion and an and symbol, but yeah, this kind of just goes to show you can really use anything for readings if you think creatively. So group 1, I realized I forgot to do your letters. So we'll do those now. I didn't spend too much time on the letters today, but okay. So you've got the words but and in. So let me know what you see. I see low. I see, if we had a B, we'd have elbow. Evolve. Do we have another V? No. I never really see very much. Food, I think. No, we don't have a D either. See what I mean? I usually leave the letters up to you. Extra virgin olive oil. Scream if you turn the W upside down. Fool, like Fool card energy. Okay, I'll leave it there. Group 1, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time. Hello, Group 2. If you chose the cinnamon card, warmth and protection, then this is your messages for the month of January. It took me a second there to remember what we were. January 2026. Still, I can't believe it. I say it every year. Like, I don't know. It just never ceases to amaze me how fast January ends up coming. But yeah, I hope you had a great December. I hope you're having a great January so far. If you're watching this in January, let's find out what's in store for you. Today's reading is a little bit different. Not only am I not at home, but I do have something special today that we're going to use. So we're going to cast the charms onto this. This is actually a dishcloth. I've had my eye on this dishcloth for a long time and finally got it because I thought it would make a really fantastic charm casting area, and it did. Group 1 I really had fun with, so we'll do that. We're going to spend some time with the charms today. But yeah, let's see what the themes of the month are for you in January. And I've got a clarifier deck, by the way, in case you want to get additional information. This deck was given to me for Christmas from my boyfriend's son and his girlfriend. And oh my gosh, it was so cool because I had this deck. Like, I kept almost buying this deck and I was planning on buying it eventually, but you know how it goes. It's just like, okay, I'll get it eventually. And I'm happy that I didn't, because when I opened it, I could not believe. It was one of those situations where I was like, did I say I wanted it? But I definitely didn't. It was just, yeah, I don't know. It was just super cool. But I love this deck and I'm excited to use it more. It's going to be, oh, by the way, this is the Tempest Tarot deck. And it's going to be one, like, I have a lot of mermaid themed decks and nautical decks that I think this is going to go great with. So we'll definitely have fun with that. But for now, let's see what is in store for you in January. So you chose cinnamon, so warmth and protection. Warmth and protection. One thing, we'll get into it as we go, but because I've already seen your cards, there was something I noticed. Okay, you've got mending, number 52, mending. You've got hedge, so potential, boundaries, and indecision. You've got, oh, I forgot to get you your tarot card of the month. Let's do that first, because each group got a tarot card of the month. But you've got dog, protection from a powerful friend. So someone's really, you've got someone looking out for you, okay? Or you're being watched over. This could be more of a spiritual kind of protection. I think it's more physical. I think it's more somebody in this world here on Earth offering this protection. But We will have to see. 10 of Pentacles just fell out, so I'm going to take it. You've also got Ace of Cups. So these fell out on my lap. So we'll take both of those as your cards of the month. I was going for one, but okay. Okay, you've got 10 of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. Okay, so dog. Powerful friend protecting you. This could just be someone who's very influential in your life, or somebody who's just very like a really important part of your life. Or I was going to say this person could just have a very strong energy, okay? Like their delivery is very strong, or they might kind of come off as bossy, honestly, or very opinionated and just like strong, very strong personality. You've got wealth there, and you've got time to get out of a situation. Okay, so of course, once we get to charms, we'll see like what else is going on. Let's ask the cards. I always like to kind of start with the complicated cards, with the challenging cards. So let's see what this Pale card is talking about. What kind of situation is this, or why are we getting out of this situation in January? Feels like, okay, yeah, something's being ended once and for all, okay? It's like, and that's what I think this is about. Like, you've got indecision. Okay, so you've been kind of sitting on something for a while, or feeling like back and forth with something for a while. It could be a relationship dynamic, it could be a work situation, like something you're choosing. What I'm getting with protection is you're choosing to protect your boundaries and get out of a situation to improve something for yourself, okay? So yeah, something's being ended once and for all, or coming to an end. Let's get some more detail. What kind of situation is group 2 getting out of here? 2 of Swords. Yeah, it's all, that's very clear. This deck is wild. And look, Justice came out with it. Okay, so yeah, you've been indecisive. Like, you were making up your mind about something. Okay, you've been sort of going back and forth about something. Look at that, the scales there with Justice. That's too cool. So yeah, there's been something you've been weighing your options about, or you've just been like back and forth. I for some reason thinking it might be a love situation. Doesn't have to be. You might not know what this is yet, by the way. It might kind of become more clear in January, but you're making up your mind and you're getting out of a situation. This could also be partially what this protection is about. A friend might kind of give you a cautionary message, or a little bit of information that you didn't know about, or kind of be looking out for you in a certain way. Whatever this is, though, group 2, this is something that's going to be an improvement for you, okay? It's going to make 2026 going forward feel more positive, is what my feeling is, okay? So this is going to be a new start for you, a fresh start, whatever this is. Because I think, because it says even here, potential, right? So this is bringing new potential. Sometimes when we're sort of stuck in one thing, it's like we can't really fully step into the next phase of our life, or the next, chapter, or the next relationship, or, whatever the case may be, the next job, the next idea, whatever this is. It's like, if we're sort of still playing this game of like back and forth, it's like we can't fully commit to something new. So that's what I feel like this is about, especially with the Ace of Cups here. It's like this is a fresh start for you. January is bringing a very fresh feeling, and something is ending once and for all. You're saying goodbye, you're closing a chapter, this indecision, you're making up your mind. Don't force that right now as you listen to this reading, okay? It's not like you have to do this right now. This will happen. Trust me, it's going to be very clear, okay? It's going to make the decision easy, and something is getting resolved. Okay, so I'm really noticing the scales there in each of the cards. So something is getting resolved, and this is going to be a good thing for you. I do think, group 2, you need to set better boundaries, okay? That could be sort of something you're trying to work on in 2026, is setting better boundaries, saying no, and not feeling guilty about it. Like, I just think there's I don't know, there's something about like you're knowing when a situation is no longer healthy for you, or no longer a positive thing in your life, and you're getting out of these situations. You're not sticking around to protect other people's feelings, or to avoid, conflict or something like that. It's like, no, like you're doing what's best for you in January, and hopefully into 2026. So you're being more protective of your boundaries. And then possibly this friend is also really looking out for you as well. Now, you've got a lot about wealth coming in 2026. You've also got cinnamon as the card that you chose. So a couple of things just as a side note that you can do with cinnamon. If you're watching this before January 1st, And if you're not, don't worry, you can do things with cinnamon at any point. But on the first of the month, one good thing you can do is blow cinnamon through your door. So you just put some cinnamon in your hand. You can use pumpkin pie spice, whatever you have. It's all about intention, and blow it through your door. Now there's certain affirmations that you can say. You could cast a spell. You could also do it with a coin. If you've got a coin, put the coin in your hand. There's different ways to do it, so you can look up various ways, but you can put the coin in your hand, sprinkle some cinnamon on it, and then blow that through your entrance. Go to the entrance you use most often, and then blow that cinnamon through your door. You can also do things like add cinnamon to your coffee or your tea, drink cinnamon tea if you like that, add cinnamon to baking. You could even keep cinnamon around, like a cinnamon stick in a little pouch in your purse or something like that. You can use cinnamon in various ways to like attract wealth and abundance. And I'm seeing some things definitely bringing some abundance into your life. And this could be partially due to this decision, or something that's ending is welcoming more abundance into your life. It's like there was some sort of blockage, okay, that's like over. This could also be saying like something's getting you out of a situation. So this might not even come down to your choice. It could be a decision made by someone else, I want to add, that might get you out of a situation that's not ideal for you, okay? So if there's a decision made in January and you think, okay, well, why did they make that decision, or why did this happen this way? It could actually be a good thing for you or protecting you in some way, okay? So just keep that in mind, because I'm seeing that as a possibility, because I do feel like you're being watched over. Again, whether this is an actual person in your life or more of a spiritual protection, you are being protected. And I do think that whatever's going on here is bringing more wealth or more abundance into your life. Lots of potential here. Because again, I think that there's this feeling of like you had sort of one foot in one door and one foot in the other, and then now it's like, okay, this chapter's ended. I can clearly move forward. Any delays, I think, that have been happening are lifted in January. Group 2, I think that if there's been anything like on hold or delay or something that like you've been waiting for, I'm feeling that it's getting lifted is the word that's coming through, okay? You've got mending. So this card can be about forgiveness. It can be about working on things with somebody. So there could be a certain relationship where in January you feel like, oh wow, things are improving. Okay, it could be a family member or a friend, but something's getting mended. It's interesting because group 1 had a lot about conflict within a friend group or within family group, whereas you're getting something about being mended. So you might find someone, sorry, I'm just putting my lip chap on. Someone apologizes for something or asks for forgiveness from you or something like that, or maybe you're apologizing, but something's getting mended or repaired in January. So that's nice too. I like that. This could again be more of like a romantic relationship. This is your card of the month. So relationships, loving energy is definitely a theme of the month. You've got 2 cards of the month. I don't think I got one for group 3 either. Yeah, I didn't. I don't know why. I forgot the tarot cards when shuffling before this, but that's okay. So yeah, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups are your cards of the month. So definite wealth coming through, okay? This is telling me that you're feeling very abundant or secure in January. You're feeling like you have what you need. This could be linked to whatever this is that's ending or the situation you were getting out of. It could be a situation that was like financially difficult for you, right? And by getting out of the situation, it's actually improving your finances. And then Ace of Cups, so very creative energy, intuitive, loving, sort of an overflow feeling. And you've definitely got like a lot about abundance. And I love that with potential too. There's lots of potential coming forth in January for you, like lots available to you. Any blockages, like I said, is getting lifted, and this is opening up possibilities for you. And then again, Ace of Cups could have to do with mending. So a new phase of a relationship or reconnecting. Maybe with your partner. Okay, so if you've been kind of feeling tension or conflict with a partner, it could be improving in January. So these are the themes of the month. Let's jump to charms and see what else comes through. We can definitely reference these if we need. That Tempest deck, wow, I feel very connected to it. It really felt like the deck chose me, and having it gifted to me is like really special. Not a lot of my my decks have been gifted. I've purchased the majority of my decks, which is great. I'm a collector, so that, that works out. But I think I only have like a few decks that have ever been gifted, so it's very special. Like, I don't know. I really love the deck. Okay, so I just realized I forgot letters for group 1. I'm gonna have to go back and do that. You know, when you're not in your usual, you know, your usual space, it's just easier to forget things. But at the same time, it's really relaxing here to do readings, and it's fun to, you know, I'm liking that I'm trying this new way of doing charms. So let's see. If you're new to my channel, if you haven't seen charm casting, this is a bunch of random treasures, special charms, and little items that I'll cast onto this dishcloth, and we'll see what messages I can interpret. Group 2. All right. Okay, so on the dandelion, okay, let me just aim this down just a smidge. There we go. Okay, so on the dandelion, you've got Ace of Pentacles. So that's interesting with wealth. It's making me think that there's some sort of financial wish coming true, honestly. Okay, or something that you wished for, or something that you put out into the universe. An intention that you set is like bringing in some wealth or an opportunity, possibly. It could be something to do with work or something like that. So that's really cool. Okay, so some sort of intention. Now this is like, I forget the name of it. It was something about helicopter. It's a seed though. So same kind of thing, intentions. You've got Capricorn, so there could be an important Capricorn in your life, or a Capricorn could be important to what's going on. Over here, you've got the parrot near the shell. So there could be something about communication, emotional communication. That could definitely have to do with the Ace of Pentacles that we have, or something that you're possibly even overhearing. The parrot can have to do with like someone repeating something, or gossip in some cases, or just like something I'm getting catching wind of, okay, in an emotional matter. Okay, so that could again be the protection, or it could have to do with this Ace of Cups. Ending, possibly, maybe you hear like a friend has been wanting to connect with you, or reconnect or something like that. That could be what it's about. You've got the jug sort of off to the side here, so it hasn't landed on anything specific, but this has to do with lighthearted, carefree time, or some sort of emotional outpouring. Over here on the acorn, so this is about new beginnings. You aspire to great things, begin with little ones. Okay, I love that with the acorn. I think that makes a lot of sense, because this is about not underestimating the small things that you do. Okay, so you might think that something seems sort of insignificant, or, you know, not so important in January that happens, but this could be like literally the start of something really significant that's really long term. You do have 10 of Pentacles, so that could be what it's about too. Like it could be talking about setting different financial intentions, or habits possibly, but you aspire to great things, begin with little ones. This is about not underestimating the little things that you do. You had a button land on a button. How cool is that? So look, you've got the button, and this is the Queen of Swords landing on the button. Gonna have to think about that one. Let me know. Feel free to, by the way, any of my readings, like feel free to get involved in the comments. Like if you get something from that, feel free to write in the comments of what message is coming through for you. But yeah, the button. Because the Queen of Swords has such an attention to detail, and to me, they're very organized. The Queen of Swords is very organized. Something about like buttoning or closing something up. So that could be this closure. Yeah, something about closure. You're definitely getting closure. With the Justice card, like these 3 cards coming out to clarify the situation is really, to me, very clear. You're getting closure, and some information's coming in that's giving you this closure. Interesting too, because you've got the safety pin and the pen. So this could also be something being signed, a document or something, like closure, or yeah, I'm getting a lot about closure in this reading. Yeah, there's something maybe you might have to sign, or like some documents, or like something you're writing or something, final details of something. You've got the house landing on secret garden, the key, the secret garden key. So there's the house, the birdhouse specifically. So some of you could be moving or getting the keys to a house, possibly, just because the key in the house I think makes a lot of sense, but could be something about a visitor as well. You've got an 8. Okay, so the 8th of January could be especially important. You've also got the lock, and you've got the lighthouse. So what I like about the lighthouse is this message of protection from a powerful friend, okay? So you got this message of protection, and you also had the ship. So this is protection. It's like guiding you away from a situation that isn't either healthy for you or good for you. Okay, so again, this is going to be an improvement. This is offering protection. So this lighthouse seems very important. Okay, it could be a friend. The teapot has to do with warmth as well. So warmth, protection. I'm really getting to drink cinnamon tea or something to do with cinnamon, like literally, I don't know why. But yeah, the lighthouse offers guidance and protection. It's a symbol of like steering clear of something or being offered guidance in, like, look how wavy that is. It's raining, like it's storming, okay? So this is offering you a way out of this treacherous situation. It's going to improve. And then you've got the lock here. So you've got lots about like secrets or messages or information coming in that might be of help or assistance to you. This could also be about something you're keeping secret. It's a diary key, okay? So that maybe there's something you're like keeping secret or holding close. Let's see. See if I can see any other connections. Because the thread is reminding me of these little buttons. So there's something maybe about like this situation, the closure with the mending, possibly. I mean, it's going to be different scenarios, obviously, for everyone, but let me know what you think. I'm loving this wish or this intention with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, let's get you some letters so I don't forget. I'll put them here. I'm not going to spend too much time on them just because I usually don't find much anyways, but okay. Got the and. Got an and there too. And out. Okay, yeah, get out. Okay, so there's something about get out of a situation for sure coming through for you, okay? Time to get out of a situation. Okay, so there's something happening where it's like, okay, enough is enough. I'm getting out of the situation. I'm like, maybe it's something you committed to that just you're feeling like, oh no, I said I would do this, but it's not feeling right to me, or it's not like, I don't know, I don't like this. You have the right to change your mind, okay? That's what you need to know. You have the right to change your mind. Maybe you've been indecisive and you feel like, okay, well, I've been indecisive though, so I can't back out now. It's like, yes, you can. Like, you absolutely can. So, if there's something that doesn't feel right for you, or you feel like it's not a good thing for you, you have every right to protect your boundaries, just like the hedge card talked about, and get out of a situation. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Maybe that's just sort of like what you're trying to figure out right now in January. Like, okay, I don't love this job anymore. Like, it's really draining to me or exhausting, or, I need to figure something out. So maybe that's what you're doing in January, right? Maybe these are the decisions that you're making or something like that. Lots of possibilities. Okay, I'm going to wrap up there. I'll leave the letters. You can definitely pause if you want to stick around and play around with the letters. I see set up. Maybe someone's getting set up with somebody with the Ace of Cups. Do we have a U? No, we don't have a U, but sometimes I'll be like, oh, we don't have that letter, and then I'll be editing. I'm like, yes, we did. But yeah, set up. Get to. Do we have a W? Work. I was like, get to work. Get to work with something. Okay, I'll leave that there, group 2. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. I hope to hear from you, and we'll see you later. Hello, group 3. If you chose the cat card, curiosity and awareness, and this is your messages for January. So this is kind of a different reading, not only because I'm in a different space, and I love this room. I've recorded another reading in here, I think, for Patreon. It's so relaxing in here. I'm at my boyfriend's, and it's just like, I don't know, good energy in this room for sure. But we're doing something a little bit different today. I did forget my board that I usually do the weekly readings on, but don't worry, it's not going anywhere. We'll definitely do it again. But for now, I thought we would use this dishcloth as a charm casting surface. For groups 1 and 2, it worked out great. I am loving this. This is something I've had my eye on for a long time, and then I had the chance to purchase it again and thought, yeah. So these images combined with the charms that we cast onto it are going to give us some messages about specific things that might happen in January. But first we'll look at your cards. We'll figure out your main themes of the month. You chose cat, so maybe you're a cat lover, maybe you have cats. But the keywords for this card are curiosity and awareness. Now I've seen your cards already. You actually got a couple extra cards, which I usually just take them. I don't put them back in the deck. It just could be that for you, group 3, January is very extra busy or there's lots going on. And I've got an extra clarifying deck here. This is a brand new tarot deck that I received for Christmas. It's very special to me already. This is the Tempest Tarot deck. My boyfriend's son and his girlfriend got me this, and I had already wanted this deck. It was such an amazing moment because I had that moment of like, did I say I wanted this? And I definitely didn't. They didn't know. They were holding the decks, and this one felt warm, and then that's how they knew. So I just thought that was so cool. So I love this. I'm excited to use it more. It's very like nautical, mermaid, pirates. So if you know me, you know I already have a collection of this theme. So I'm like so thrilled with this deck, and I'm excited to use it more. But we'll use it today as clarifiers. What I've been doing today is like, if I have an additional question, based on the cards, if I want more information, we'll pull some more detail. So get yourself a cup of coffee or tea, and let's dive in and see what January has in store for you. So for your first cards, you've got exchanging gifts, and you've got clean it up. Now I noticed this is a cat. I just noticed this too before starting. So maybe there'll be a connection there. We'll see. Maybe you'll get some cat related charms too. But yeah, cat energy is coming through. Cats to me represent independence. I don't know. Cats and dogs are just so different. Like cats can just do their own thing. They don't really like, for the most part. I mean, I realize there's exceptions, but generally cats are just sort of, I don't know, they're just so independent. They kind of do their own thing. They don't really, they're not very needy. They like their own space. So that could be you in the month of January. But you've got exchanging gifts. This tells me that maybe you're receiving or giving gifts, but I tend to go a little bit deeper with this card. I think that this is more about certain gifts that you have and then certain gifts that someone else has benefiting each other in some way. This is very much like give and take. Sometimes reminds me a little bit of like Six of Pentacles. And you've got clean it up. So this, oh, I don't have your tarot card. I did that for group 2 as well. I've got to get your tarot card. Your tarot card of the month. But yeah, this tells me that maybe you're doing some cleaning in January or some organizing. This could also just be energetic. Okay, you've got King of Swords as your card of the month. That's very serious. Very serious card, which is okay. It could just mean that you're in a very serious sort of mood about things. You're taking things very seriously. You could be taking 2026 very seriously, but we'll get into that. Your tea leaf cards, you've got stepping into a new experience. When I saw that, I thought, okay, that's totally what this cat is sort of encouraging us to do. And as I was sort of setting up for your reading, I was thinking of that quote, which I actually don't like. The quote, I'm sure you've heard it, or the expression, curiosity killed the cat. I've never liked that expression. To me, it always sort of gives you that feeling of like being fearful of taking a chance or being fearful of wondering or trying something new. And I didn't like it. And I knew a lot of times with these expressions or sayings, we only hear a little bit of it. I'm sure you can leave some examples in the comments. I know there's a few sayings where it's like, yeah, that's the first part of it, but it's not like, there's one, I think it's jack of all trades, master of none. And then there's more to that though. I just know that there's lots of different sayings and expressions that we use constantly that we don't even have the full expression, right? So it's not really necessarily giving the correct message or lesson. So what it was, and I hope I'm saying this right, is curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. So to me, that means, okay, yeah, sometimes we take a risk or we wonder about something and maybe it doesn't turn out how we thought, but it was still worth, like, I now understand, right? Like awareness, like now I know. Actually, I wonder if, you know what, the fact that the author of this deck chose that, I wonder if they talk about that in this deck, because that's an interesting combination of words to me. Let's read it. Okay. You know, it doesn't have the quote in here, but I think there must have been, when the creator was making this deck, there must have been an understanding of that whole premise. Okay, so the elusive cat, once taking on a role associated with superstition and witchcraft, shows up as a card in your reading to remind you to stay curious and aware of your surroundings. I don't think that's a problem. You got King of Swords. Embrace your curiosity with mindful awareness. Yep. Like the cat, let your instincts guide you to explore new paths while also staying grounded in the present. Cats are ever curious creatures, yet they have a keen understanding of when to simply pause and observe. That's so true. I can see it in my mind. Like, cats are so just in tune. Tap into that energy as you go about your day. Whether you're embarking on a new journey, seeking clarity, or hesitant to jump into a new relationship, allow the cat card's energy to guide you into doing so with open eyes. That makes a lot of sense then with the King of Swords, because this is like, the King of Swords doesn't miss anything. They have a very powerful attention to detail. They understand things. It's like using your mental, like your power to make a decision, or to, like I just feel like you're noticing everything. And I'm almost picturing a cat, you know, like before they leap, they really kind of like, you might see their paw sort of like reach out and kind of test the area to make sure it's sturdy. It's like you're making a decision, or you're taking this step with an understanding of maybe what the risks are, or maybe what the benefit will be, like you have all of the information in January. So prompt, what new experience am I eager to explore? How can I explore through the lens of both curiosity and awareness? That is just too cool. I love your combination with your card of the month. I think that makes sense. Let's continue though. You've got horse, short journey. So in January, there could be a little getaway or a short trip. Sometimes I interpret this card as saying like something that you think is going to take a long time could actually be a little bit quicker or go faster than you're thinking. You've got tree, affairs with your family. So this is very strange actually, because as I'm doing this, my mom just messaged me. We've got a family event. Today we've got like a little dinner. It's like really kind of more of a lunch/dinner. But anyways, she just messaged me to say that my cousin can't come. So there's someone not coming to the event. So maybe there's something about like an affair, like an event with your family, and there's some changes or something happening with that. You've also got needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. So let's pull a clarifier for that. So for groups 1 and 2, I started with the challenging cards. I'm not seeing anything sticking out right now anyways, as like overly challenging. Group 1 had something about conflict with friends and family. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not really seeing anything here. I usually like to start with the challenges and get them over with, but nothing yet is jumping out at me as like anything to be cautious of, other than maybe making sure you're making a decision with like all of the information. Just being aware, again, like stepping into new experience, knowing the risks, not letting those risks necessarily be like a reason not to do something new, but just having an understanding of like what that means, or what, okay, well, if I take this job, what will it mean? Do I have all of the information? That kind of thing. Okay, so group 3, what does this wish have to do with? Anything we need to know about this wish? 6 of Wands, so something about success, victory, achievement, rewards, recognition. Okay, so maybe it's something about getting the recognition you feel you deserve for something, or maybe there's something happening in January that you're a little bit nervous about. It's saying this is going to be a success. So this is what this wish is. This deck, I haven't felt connected to a deck. I mean, I'm connected to all my decks, and if I'm not, I usually pass them on to someone else, but I feel this feeling that I haven't felt in a long time with this deck. Like, it's just very, I don't know, I just feel like the messages are very, very on point. But anyways, so yeah, this sincere wish has to do with something you want to be a success, you're hoping to be a success, so that's really great. Could even be saying, like, you're wondering how something is going to go. It's going great, don't worry. So yeah, I just think follow your curiosity, follow those nudges in the month that are like pushing you maybe towards something that you want to try. This is very much like tiptoeing into something too. So maybe it's saying like, feel something out first, right? It doesn't have to be like, just because you can try something without committing entirely to it, right? Like sometimes I feel like we don't try something because it's like, oh, what if I don't like it? Or what if it doesn't work out? Well, you can change your mind then. in that case, oh, there's a dog barking outside. There's a message, communication. Dogs and cats, maybe something about that. But yeah, there's just this feeling of like, okay, so if you try it, you don't like it, or if it turns out not to be what you thought, at least you know, you're aware of it, right? You've taken the risk, or you've taken that chance, or you've tried something. And that's where I think the second part of that quote makes sense. It's like satisfaction brought it back. It's like sometimes that's all we need. It's just, okay, well, I tried, and maybe it will go well. That's the other thing. Maybe it goes better than you think. Okay, so affairs with your family. I'm seeing some events with your family, some get-togethers with family. Again, just based on that text, maybe there's something about a change in who's coming or who's attending. Short journey. Like I said, there was a feeling of like something being a little bit quicker or not taking as long as maybe you initially thought. Or it could even be like a short journey to see family. There could be something about a road trip or a get-together. Exchanging gifts. Maybe this is something to do with this affair with family. Maybe you're exchanging gifts. But I was feeling like it has to do with your natural abilities helping someone else and then their abilities helping you. Because there's a cat on the card, I am kind of feeling like there's a connection about curiosity. Maybe there's something about like this gift was once concealed, right? We didn't know what was in this box, and then you get an answer. Maybe it's something that's going to be a gift to you or something like that, right? Maybe it's kind of reminding me with curiosity of like in the gift, that feeling as a kid on Christmas when you were trying to like shake the box to see what's in it, or like try to like look at the shape of something. Okay, what might this be? That kind of thing. So you're very, very curious in January, and I think this is a good thing. Clean it up. This could be literal. Cleaning and organizing is one of your goals in January. I know it is for me, but it could just be energetic, like something getting kind of cleaned out of your life, or something that's been stagnant, kind of getting just kind of hanging around that you don't want. Maybe it's getting kind of cleaned out. You could be kind of cutting something out as well. Clean it up. I think you just sort of have this sort of serious vibe in January about certain things. And independent too, like I was talking about earlier, very independent. Noticing all of these faces, there's sort of a feeling of like not caring who's watching or like what anyone else thinks. It's like you're doing what's best for you. I just noticed all of these faces. It's just like, I don't know. I just feel like you don't really care. You're doing your own thing, just like a cat, right? There's sort of that feeling too of like just watching what's going on. You're very observant, I'm getting in January. Just watching, making notes, kind of taking, I don't know, just taking a little bit of a review of things maybe. Let's move to charms. I'm really excited to work with this. And if you like this, I can definitely sort of include it as a regular, semi-regular kind of thing. That's something I'd like to do more of in January, is kind of go back to how I started. This was just like trying fun things like this, right? And I don't know. I just feel like this reminds me of like Charmed Intuition Tarot 2019. Okay, let's get some charms. And if you haven't seen my videos before, this is the charms. So lots of different treasures and different random items. And I love that I'm using this velvet bag now because there's so much more room. I've been able to add more charms, and I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. So let's shuffle out some charms and we'll cast them onto this dishcloth. Just goes to show you can use different things. If you think creatively, you can find different things to use as a part of your reading. You could even use this for something like this for tarot, right? Like cast like this Ace of Swords. Actually, that makes sense with the postcard there. Information. Maybe there's a message coming through for you in January. Okay, group 3. Okay. All right. So then I'll just kind of go through, I'll lift them up and show you what we have. Okay, so the first could be important, something about just new beginnings in general. January, I think, already brings that feeling. Someone thinks you're wonderfully mysterious with the postage stamps. There could be something about like a message coming towards you or something. Maybe someone's preparing to send you a message or they want to know more about you, okay? To me, that's what the postage stamp is. It's like preparing to send something out. And you've got the little microphone there. So I'm really getting something about communication coming in, especially because I flipped over that Ace of Swords too. I think someone wants to know more about you. They're curious about you. This could be professional, because you do have curiosity too as your keyword for the month, right? So I think this curiosity is coming from you towards certain things, but also someone's curious about you. Like they think you're wonderfully mysterious. They want to know more about you. You also got the phone on the crayon. So there's something about communication to do with creativity. Okay. This could also be linked to childhood or someone communicating from your past, possibly. You've got the goddess and you've got threshold on the shell. So this is, to me, all about creation. Okay, creation. You're feeling very creative possibly in the month, or something you've created is opening up new doors for you. Okay. On the feather, which can be spiritual guidance, you've got an Aquarius. There could be an Aquarius offering some guidance. This also talks about signs, okay, paying attention to signs. The feather can also have to do with somebody who is unreliable or insincere occasionally, not even intentionally, but maybe because I got that message about my cousin. I'm not saying this about my cousin. I'm just saying, like, maybe someone's saying they're going to be somewhere and then they back out or something like that. Again, it's not what I'm saying about my cousin. I'm just, because that happened and you have this with the feather, it can represent someone who's sort of unreliable. Love is... My cousin watches it. They're like, hey, okay, love is around the corner. Okay, that's in the bottle. It's 17, so that's associated with the star card. On this, there's also 8, 15, 22, 40, 47, and 49. Love is around the corner. It's a little bottle. Let me know what you get from that. Again, I'm still learning this too, so if you have anything to offer. But love is around the corner and the little bottle, and there's like a little herb inside. It's making me think of like ingredients. I don't know. I might need some help with that one. Let me know what you think. But either way, love's around the corner. It's kind of near the matches too, so there could be new love. Okay, you've got, my mom is like messaging me repeatedly about today's event. So maybe there's lots about like organization for this affair with your family or this event. Because as I'm like doing my reading, I'm looking at my phone and there's like text after text coming through about this. Okay. You've got Home Sweet Home, Ace of Cups, and the puzzle piece sort of in this area. Home Sweet Home. And that's on the cinema ticket. Admit 1, Ace of Cups. I'm just seeing like, because the cinema, it's making me think of like entertainment, Home Sweet Home, and the Ace of Cups. Maybe this is the affairs with your family, like something like an event or something with family. Going back home, maybe this is the short journey. Some of you could be traveling home or someone could be traveling to come see you. And this is going to be very emotionally fulfilling, very rewarding emotionally. You've got lots of like cups energy. You've got the puzzle piece too. Something that you were missing or more information possibly with the King of Swords. On the teapot, you've got the sloth. This is relaxation, taking your time, which I love with the teapot because that to me is the same kind of thing. It's warmth, relaxation, a time out. You've got the butterfly, which is transformation. And you've got the little open cage, which is release. So there's some sort of change that's helping you maybe relax, okay? A release of some kind or something that's setting you free in a certain way from something. So it's a positive change. You're able to kind of take your time, or it's encouraging you to take your time. You've got a funny message. You've got laugh with the postcard. It talks about a pen pal. So maybe there's something about laughter. You've also got the pencil nearby. Something about a letter or something making you laugh from somebody, some sort of communication or someone that makes you laugh. You've also got the little captain's wheel here. Okay, this is about being in control. You've got the 2 wheels. Look at that. You've got the captain's wheel and you've got the actual wheel. So lots of Wheel of Fortune energy. Okay, so there's some sort of change. Maybe this communication that's coming in is like creating a really big change for you, kind of helping you step into this new experience possibly. Very cool. Let's get some letters, group 3. Just put them here. I think you can see. I mean, once I edit this, I'll see if this was a good place to do it, but I don't want to disturb your charms right now. Okay. Seeing let's see here. Yeah, justice. Do we have justice? No. Yeah, we do. Look at that. Justice. Something about the justice card or decision making, or you feel like you've had justice with something. seeing enjoy. I don't know if we have a Y though. Got the word felt there. Flip this upright and then I'll give you a chance to let me know what you see. Hope you can see everything there. Sometimes I'll like I can see everything, but I realize it's not on the screen. But okay, group 3, I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you thought of your January predictions. Please come back. Sometimes things make more sense as they sort of happen, so I'd love to hear. I'd love for you to update me. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all of that really does help my channel if you haven't already, and we will see you later.